Okay, sorry first of all for the delay in starting. We've not been able to fully resolve the technical trouble. But unless you have technical trouble, the event is not a success. So in that sense, yes, it's a success. It's a fact. I mean, always, all good events have technical failure. If there is none, then also you create one. Maybe we didn't do it today. Lekha's really feeling rotten, so she's we are all here to do a very difficult task, personally for me and for all of us, which is to say goodbye to someone who literally is IMRB, or what IMRB is all about. We are here to bid farewell to Thomas. So, Thomas, how do you say bye to you? It's really difficult. So I'm not even going to attempt that. What we're going to do is, we first, before we say bye to him, we're going to felicitate him. And what I'm going to do is, I'm going to ask Preeti to come, and who's really, kind of the baton is being passed on to her. A big legacy that you have.
Thank you.
No, this is the only chance where I can get away by making you feel nervous. So Preeti, can I request you?
Making you stand and for the delay, but nevertheless, I actually didn't think that this day would ever really come. That we would finally, this would be the last. I still can't believe that we will not be able to just rush across to Thomas's room and ask him for even the smallest doubt that we had. I have actually been in Bombay only for 3 months, but I got used to having Thomas in the next room. So I can just imagine what it must be for everybody else who's worked with him for so much longer. Thomas, you've been a friend, a mentor, a boss, and as a boss, but other bosses lead by giving orders. You led us by giving direction. Other people lead by authority. You led by respect. And we really miss you. I hope you will miss us, and I hope you will. And I know that you will. Our calls for help or our need to have a sounding board, I know that you will be there for us.
As anyone who's been around, there's a tradition in IMRB that anyone who retires from the company, we try to leave behind a little memento from us. And Thomas has had the honor of giving to quite a few people. And today we are honored to give it to him. So I'm going to request Bharat to do the honors. Can I get you to come up? Oh my God, she's coming.
So Thomas, there is a place on your mantelpiece for the silver. It stands for all the respect and the love and the affection that we have. But we also thought we should give you something that will give you a look as to what life can be after this. And I'm going to quote your favorite book. So the time has come, dear Thomas, as the walrus said, to talk of many things. Of shoes and ships and sealing backs, of cabbages and kings. And why the sea is boiling hot, and whether pigs really have wings. And so we would like to give from all of us at IMRB your very own looking glass sort of thing. Would you like to look now?
Would you like to help?
No, I will not help. place in London. Now it's for you to.
For all those who couldn't hear Rohini, this is Thomas's favorite book, Alice in Wonderland. And this one poster has the entire book covered on it. So, yeah, Thomas, you might need magnifying.
Microscope is part of it.
And the interesting bit is, I don't know how many of you have actually seen Thomas taking notes. So he goes for the meetings, and which is a fourth of A4 paper, and everywhere in the little corner, in his little handwriting, he'll write all the notes. And then he'll come and expect us to understand what is written. So this is our revenge on him. Okay, now over to you, Thomas. We would like you to have your message.
I'm both humbled and embarrassed that you all come in such large numbers to be here at my table. In these 34 years at IMRB, it's been my privilege to be here and work alongside you. And I have gained a great deal from my association with you. I've always been sort of amazed at the amount of enthusiasm that with which you do your work, and the sort of camaraderie that you have as an organization. Just a few days ago, an HR consultant who works with us said that he enjoys working with IMRB, and if he did not have to earn his living, would have actually done his work for free. The credit is really all to you for making this organization as such a joyful place to be in. And I thank you for that, and I'm sure for the new leadership, you will continue to provide the support that you've always done for me. I will always remember you in the years that come. Good luck and all the very best.
Okay, what we've got for you is a small AV that we have put together. Some of you might have seen it when we first ran it earlier this month. But for the benefit of everyone, this is what Thomas means to all of us. It's just a kind of a small summary of, it's very difficult to distill everything about Thomas. But we tried to do a very small attempt at that. So we're just going to run that. By nurturing and supporting the ideas which I had, at times it was bizarre and crazy, and by always being there, supporting and being the guiding there. Thank you so much, Thomas, for everything that you've done for me. Thank you.
In the early days when I was learning to fly, so to say, the tendency was to always go back to him. But Thomas, in his own subtle ways, will see to it that I gained confidence and took the decisions myself.
Thomas gave me the freedom to fly by always being there to guide and support me whenever needed.
Thomas, you are a living legend.
Thomas has actually freed us by making us feel secure.
The freedom to explore, experiment and create frameworks during the initial formative days of the ISO was truly a challenging and enriching experience. And Thomas, I would like to thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Thomas gave me complete freedom to fly and putting me under Gagan actually.
Thomas has given me the freedom to operate in a rather complex MR world by being an effective mentor.
He just gave us the freedom to innovate, experiment, even fail. Fail a couple of times, but rise up again and deliver the best and only the best.
Thomas gave me the freedom to fly by hiring me in the first place and then never giving me even the slightest reason to regret my decision.
There are very few leaders who can create an impact in one's lifetime. Thomas is one of them. Thomas gave me the freedom to fly by being extremely receptive to your ideas.
Thomas gave me space. He gave me the space to create and to make mistakes. He gave me time to introspect and to devise my means to stand up again. Thank you, Thomas, and God bless you.
Thomas gave me the freedom to fly by never actually talking about my mistakes and always talking about what's gone right.
Over the years, he has been very supportive of us through all the ups and downs which we have seen in the region. For sure, he will be missed at the MRP.
The good thing about his leadership was that while he provided us the wind to fly on, we never felt herded or we never felt constrained in our flight. So he was both present and invisible, like the wind that is used to fly on, that we all flew on for all our careers. So thank you, Thomas, for everything.
I had a great time as Thomas as my boss, even though it was for a very short period of time.
One thing that I admire the most in Thomas is his commitment to fairness. Words are not enough to express my gratitude towards him.
He gave him the freedom to fly when he stood behind me like a rock. He never gave me my wings. He never let me feel the burden of the mistakes I made. Thank you, Thomas, for believing in me.
Thomas has been trusting and supportive, even when things have not been going all that well. Thank you, Thomas, for all the faith that you've shown in me and for your unchanging support to the environment.
We'll certainly miss the gentleman